here because my friend Erin wrote a book. And so she was going to interview me on her live, on her page. But the Instagram gods were not having it today. And so I wasn't able to see her live. And so I couldn't join. So we're trying it this way where I am now going live. And hopefully she's going to be able to join us. So here, oh my gosh, Instagram was so rude today. It's just showing the people your book.
Okay, well, in honor of the new book, I am inviting some of my favorite friends on the internet to share with me how this actually plays out in their real life. Because for me, it's not just about the book. It's like applying it to real life. It's the teacher in me. So, Shannon, I know that you are a big fan of tiny little tweaks. What is one that you've made recently that has made life easier or lighter?
Ooh, in my own life, this tweak sounds silly, but it has helped me so much. I work from home, and so I often have kids at home with me because my youngest is only in preschool part-time. And I used to like to sit on the couch and be all cozy to do my work on my computer. But then whenever he would ask me for a snack or whatever it is, I would get frustrated. And then I'm thinking I'm a terrible mom. And one of the reasons I would get so frustrated is because I didn't like getting off the couch. It was so comfy and it's kind of hard to stand up. And so I was like, oh, if I just go sit at the table to work, which sounds obvious, but for a cozy girl, I like to be on the couch. Yep. If I sit at the table, it's very easy to get up and down and get to the kitchen and get what he needs. And I felt way less frustrated. So that's a tiny tweak, is just to start working from the table instead of the couch.
I love it. And it's so easy and simple, but it makes a big impact on your life. I love that. Okay, so you are the queen of all things decluttering, our hearts, our life, our homes. And has there been a tweak that you shared with your community that has really resonated? Something so small that they're like, okay.
Yes. So a big one recently has been because people ask where to start. How do I just get myself to start? Where do I start? And I've been saying, just put the bag, like the donation bag and trash bag, or donation box and trash bag, down next to wherever annoys you the most in your house. Mm-hmm. And then don't do any decluttering. Just put the bags there, and you will be shocked that you're going to get some decluttering done by the end of the week. Because if we just set up our environment so that it is ready and waiting for us and there's no friction, then it's amazing how much that can actually move the needle. So just put the bags down.
I love that. And it's just like, and then when you're in motion and you're finding things, you have a place to put them rather than back in the cabinet, adding to the clutter.
Yeah. You're like, I've been meaning to declutter, I don't know, all the water bottle cabinet. Then put the bag there, because then you're going to be standing there and be like, oh, perfect, I'll just put these water bottles in the bag, instead of, I need to do that. And then you're like, I got to go find a bag. I got to find a box, blah, 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 right? It's just too much friction.
So good. I love that. And such a small way to start with decluttering. And then it's another discussion to like get it, move it along.
Exactly.
Okay. So Shannon, I know you're very intentional with your time. You've been writing a book, you're running this business, you have a podcast, you're a mom, and you're a Coast Guard wife. Tell us a little bit about before you start anything, because sometimes the tiny tweak we need is before we start anything, what do you ask yourself or what do you think about?
The question I ask myself regularly is, what actually matters? What actually matters right now? And that can be whether I'm writing my book. It's like, what am I actually trying to say? What actually matters? We're not talking about trying to sound intelligent or write the most mind-boggling thing. What matters? What message am I trying to get across? It could be looking at something, I'm trying to declutter my closet. Okay, if I can't decide on a shirt, what actually matters? That allows me to let go of things that really don't. Or an example I actually gave in my blog this week, it can even go deeper. My car spun. It was awful, Erin. It spun on black ice this week on a big main road. It was absolutely terrifying. We were very fortunate no cars were coming in the other direction, or else it would have been an awful accident. My 6-year-old daughter was in the back seat. We were on the way to a ballet class, and when the car finally stopped spinning, pulled over and was trying to calm myself down and figure out, should I still take her to ballet or just go back home? I was really shaken, obviously. And the first question that popped into my mind, what matters? What actually matters? And in that moment, it was being able to stay calm and to feel safe again. Ballet class did not matter. Trying to be brave and strong and just keep going like it's no big deal, that doesn't matter. What mattered was my physiological, emotional, and physical well-being. And so we drove back home. And so with anything in life, I ask, what actually matters?
And I think it's so good because to ask that in the moment, because what matters in this moment might not matter in the next moment, or what matters in this season might not matter in the next season. And giving ourselves the flexibility and the grace, like you did, to say, okay, this right now is what matters to me.
Totally. Yes.
So good. And just to know that what matters to you might not matter to somebody else, but just to be true to ourselves. And that's what leads to a life that's fulfilling. So good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so part of the reason I wrote the book isn't just to simplify, right? I know you feel this way with decluttering. We're not just decluttering for decluttering space. We're making space for what matters. And so we're managing less things, all of those sorts of things. And one of the things that I want to make more space for in women's lives is joy. So I'm very curious, as you've tweaked your way to a life that you love, what is a tiny joy that you've enjoyed lately?
Okay. A tiny joy I've really just been reveling in is my flannel blankets. Just flannel sheets on the bed. I tell you what, there's nothing better. Like, especially as you know, I live in Alaska. It is cold and chilly, and I just get to crawl under flannel blankets, and every single night it brings me immense joy.
I tell you, every person that's shared, I'm like, yes, these are the little things, the good stuff of life, right? Do you have like a season for flannel sheets? We have flannel sheets too, and I didn't grow up with them, but I love them. So is there like we start in October through April, or do you use them year round?
No, seasonally. Yeah. So I put them on usually just, when it's sweatshirt weather, that's
Yeah.
when it's flannel sheet weather.
There's nothing better than getting in a flannel sheeted bed at the end of the day, right? It's the
No, there
tiny
really
joy.
isn't. There really isn't. It's amazing.
And I bet because your closet is decluttered without all the extra other sheets, you just can find them easily and put them on your bed.
It really is. It's pretty easy. Easy peasy.
I love it. Okay, Shannon. Well, thank you for sharing how you tweak your way to a life you love, the tiny joys, and asking the question, what matters? I love these conversations, and I appreciate you sharing with us.
Well, thanks for asking me to do this. Congrats on your book. I'm so excited about it. It is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I was like a pop of joy in the middle of the doldrums of winter. You can read it in your flannel sheets.
Yes, I will. I 100% will. I love you so
friend.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.